Gonna make an ink wash. That's what we're doing. Okay. Hello. Hi, Unseen Dragon. How are you today? Alright. Take some brown ink. Couple drops of that. Oh, Grendler. Wow, my yellow ink's cap just came off. Thank you for the follow. That cap out of there. I was sick. Still am a little. Swelling hasn't quite gone down in my throat. But the fact that it has gone down at all makes me happy that it's not something worse than what I was wondering to be. This guy. What I have been painting today. There you go. Yellow ink in there. I'm going to add 1 drop of black. We'll see how that looks. This guy a thin down ink wash. The moment just to fill in a lot of the crevices in his flesh. Added yellow ink to it. The yellow ink's gonna tint the higher highlight colors a little bit. Overall should give us a nice rotten effect. And it's not anywhere near close to done though, because we're gonna put some paint washes on here as well. Get some purples in there. And we're gonna get some probably dark greens in there as well, some blues. You know, make it look, get different colors in there to make it look swollen and bruised. Not to mention there will be parts of this flesh that are going to get painted in like flesh tone and then covered with like a clear red to make it look bloody. By the way, whoever hosted me, I'm sorry that I missed your name, but thank you. And I appreciate all the follows I just gained. But good way of demonstrating that you can mix different inks and get multiple effects out of them. It's like the brown ink is a little too red to go on just its own. Thank you for the follow. What is that? Rump Nasty, I think. I apologize if I butcher any names. As I was saying though, just the brown alone, little too red to go on its own as just a brown wash. The Vallejo brown ink has a reddish tone to it. Then we've got as well. I said I put a drop of black just to darken the whole mix altogether, and then yellow. And yellow is really what's helping tint the higher highlights. But since yellow is a lot more of a subtle color, I had to put on quite a bit more yellow than brown. This mix is 3 parts brown, 6 parts yellow, 1 part black. Out of curiosity, my chat didn't like just die on me randomly, right? Like, as if you're not talking, that's cool. I just wanted to make sure. Because I don't want to be missing you if you are. Feel horrible. Eyes on here, eyes at the top here that are going to get painted. And it's okay if you get a little bit of the wash in places you don't mean to, because those places haven't even really started yet. Yeah. Okay, not talking then. Because I do see that comment. It's fine. I'll talk to you even if you don't want to talk back. Because I'm friendly. Alright. One thing I haven't decided on this guy is how exactly I'm going to do this cauldron on the front of him. Like, I haven't decided yet if I want to make the cauldron black or want to make it like a really dirty, rusty metallic or something like that. The rust would add some orange to this and make it a little bit more interesting, I suppose. As long as I do it very subtly, not horribly intense. Making it intense would be a mistake. All right, and now got just the one arm left. And it looks like I made just enough wash to get this guy done. Stretch it a little bit too. Unintentional, I assure you. Or was it? Nah, it was. And if you're wondering about like the face in here, it's gonna be a different color. Very obvious. The very obvious separation between this outer face and the inner face. Um, interface. Makes me want to keep the coloration a little bit separate from one another. And I'm going to do that. It's going to be flesh toned, and it's going to be really bruised, probably. All of this guy's hand. Alrighty. If I really, really, really wanted to get more dark, I could take a later after this dries, I can mix some brown and black, just that, and make it heavier and do it just the crevices I want to get darker. Though, since we're going to be going lighter with a lot of the edging and stuff on this, I'm probably not going to do that. But, yeah, that wash really brought the pestilent flesh and rotted flesh colors down, made them look more sickly, in my opinion. They're a little bit more brownish yellow, probably, in real life than they are on the camera, because the camera's really bright. And let's see if I can adjust the camera at all to make the coloration, the colors match what I'm seeing a little bit better, but I can't promise anything. That's wrong button. We can try that. A little bit better. It's still a little bit darker in real life than you'll see on the camera. But there's some bones on here that are going to be picked out, some horns. It's gonna have several different colors still left on it. So, but that's the majority of the flesh. But he's got to dry for a little bit before I can really work on much else. Someone who's going to have a similar color palette to him, though, is going to be this guy, who I had to attach wings for. You can tell by how much green stuff's on this guy. These wings were not designed to go on this model, nor was this model designed to take wings anywhere near this big. I tried suggesting possibly putting the wings on the shoulders, but or on the shoulder pads. Thought it'd look interesting, but it's not gonna. It didn't fly with the client. That he wanted it on the back, so I did the best I could. I know they're a little off center, but he's a Nurgle guy, and he's also leaning this way a little bit, so it makes sense for this one to be a little higher. Yeah, cameras are difficult. I don't know. Maybe can I adjust the white balance? Can I adjust the white balance with true color on? I can, but too much adjusting just washes everything out. But yeah, he's gonna get a little bit more. I'm probably not gonna go back with that because I'm probably gonna go in with purple or a bluish purple or something and hit the deeper crevices and make them look more bruised. So instead of doing that, I'll do that instead of like a brown black wash. It'll look interesting. Overall, I like how that turned out. So the yellow was a good call because the yellow is really what brought that pestilent color to it. Though the guy I'm really excited to paint. It's this other one I attach wings to. This guy. Do you know what 2 kits make this guy? Anyway, those wings are completely attached to him. Not magnetized because there's no way I could do magnets on this guy and have it work. There was just no real good way of attaching it. No, not like just basically not enough room for something this big and wide to stay on fully. Grumpy Nasty, what are you WTFing? This guy or like something else? Like I said, this guy's made up of 2 different kits. I want to see if anyone can guess what the 2 kits are. It is a winged avatar of Kane. Sort of. Okay, well, okay. First things first, and something I've always said. The avatar of Kane and the dark elf god Kane look exactly the same. Or very, very similar. So, this is actually the from the Throne of Blood, or Cauldron of Blood, or whatever that one model is called, from the Dark Elf army. This is that statue that goes on the top of that. And then these wings, even though they're missing parts, and there's nothing I can do about that. These wings are from the... What was it? It's from a high elf model. It's that one that can make either the fire or the ice bird. I can't remember the name of the actual model itself, but that's what those are from. And actually, with the way he's standing and how those wings attach, it's actually a really awesome pose. So, it just looks like he's landing and screaming his head off, and it's great. And apparently he's going to be getting a black and violet color scheme. So we'll see how I can figure out how to make that work. The flames are probably going to be violet, and then the armor is going to be outlined in violet. And then I'm going to mix either like a foul green in there or something else for a glow or something. I'm going to mix something else into here. It's not going to be just those 2 colors. I also got... These are all going to be worked on relatively soon. He's not fully put together because I'm having problems keeping things together. But this is Greater Demon of Slaanesh. Really, the old pewter one. But still needs 2 arms, the head, and the loincloths attached to him. Because you're not supposed to be seeing so much Greater Demon butt on this model. Oh, and then there's this freak of nature. This is Kingdom Death's wet nurse, and it's disturbing. Well, here's your Slaanesh. Here's more boobs for you. Want more boobs? There's more boobs. In fact, I've removed boobs from this thing. There were boobs up here that I have removed that you cannot tell were there at one point because I ground out the details and extend them. But yeah, there was a breast here and a breast right here. I think he was supposed to have 2 more arms in the back here, but I couldn't find the other 2, so I just filled in the holes. Sorry. I apologize for my client, except for the fact I don't think he sent me the right pieces for all the right pieces for this guy. Because like there's legs and stuff in there that don't belong on this thing. I don't know what they go to. Just kind of like how that's Avatar Statue of Cain model there. It's supposed to have a hairpiece, but I don't have a hairpiece in the kit, so whatever. Doing what I can with what I have. Like I don't have bits for these guys just laying around, so I don't know what else to do. I'm also probably going to put puddles of something on this on this base. Make it less plain. All right. Let's get something else on this guy. Start filling something else in on this guy. Thank you for the host. Micho. You're the best, man. Love you. Yeah, work on this. Looks like it's supposed to be stone. Hi, Micho. I saw you painting your Buddha guy a little while ago. I don't remember what day it was. I know you were painting a Buddha guy. You're working on the like tattoo or something on his back. It's pretty awesome. If you happen to be in chat and you don't know who Micho is, go check him out. Follow him. Perhaps subscribe to him. Because he has a subscription button. But don't do it because I said to. Do it because he's awesome. That should be your reason. Okay. Been getting these guys cleaned up and put together off stream because I had to do sculpting and stuff, and I just don't have a good setup for doing that with the camera in my face. Sometimes, but not with how big these models have been. It was really fun the other day when I had to explain to someone how there's 5 in total. But I had to explain to someone the other day when he was getting a quote how the quote doesn't include the price of the models because Because I can't just assume he wants me to buy them for him. And two, I don't know how you would suspect that when the quote is half the the quote is just for painting, and yet it's in the models alone are twice the cost. Easily. Because he wants Forge World stuff done. Forge World's not cheap. But yeah, there's 5 big guys. I just showed all of them for the most part, but I can show them again if you want to see them after I get this gray base coat done. A little bit too much liquid in my brush. Why I probably shouldn't use this big one for base coating. No, it's not. No, because like I did a quote and it was like I quoted them at like $50 for level 3 for Primark. Primark's like 100 euros, man. Or nearly. Is it like one of those like one of those board game box sets? Here, let me like Ravenloft. In a second, I'll pull them out. Okay, because like I mean, like, do they come like looking like this? This kind of cheap, kind of on the cheap side of plastic, but kind of nice looking as far as the details go for how cheaply made they obviously are. Or we're talking something a little bit more, a little bit better than these. Yeah, similar. Okay. This one comes with Bone Dragon. They're multi. Oh, they actually come multicolor. Because these all just come their own color, and you can paint them if you want to. Which I would do so, except they're my father-in-law's, and as much as I know he wouldn't care if I painted them, in fact, he'd probably love it. If I were to do it, the problem is he still keeps them in the box, and they're just gonna get chipped really easily and really fast. More than likely. Oh, they're each different colors. Okay, okay. I thought you meant like they looked like they were like pre-colored or pre-painted. Kind of like Mage Knight and Hero Click models are, but you can always improve the painting if you want to. Neat. That's back to him. a little bit lighter than that. Actually, I'm gonna make the cauldron. Cauldron's gonna be rusty. And this all in here is gonna be bloody. I think it's a colored plastic. It's similar to stuff that that Reaper uses for their Bone series, which I'm pretty sure is some sort of like PVC plastic.